champion. We are here, and it's time to get to it. Math Hoffa versus How to Dime, LOM or MOL. This is the final review of the battle. We're going to see if the narrative change, see if certain things took place. We're going to dive deeper into topics that happened throughout the battle. And by the time we drop this, ARP and Rare Beat should have uploaded it because they do 8 a.m. upload. So he wakes up and press public. But how do you feel now?
I got to watch the battle, digest it all, dissect it all.
Bar for bar.
It's still a fire battle.
Okay.
It's still a fire battle.
Great battle.
It lived up to all expectations.
Yes.
And to me, it almost kind of exceeded expectation because you just never know who's going to show up. And to me, I feel like Math surprised me. Math was consistent all 3 rounds. Math broke down his material perfectly. He didn't really start to dig deep into things the 3rd round. Every round had a purpose. The first round is this. The second round, let's talk about how you were unloyal to me and how you did this. Then the 3rd round, well, let's talk about this. Or let's talk about some stuff that don't necessarily got anything to do with me. But let's talk about these guys and what you did. Math was meticulous in this battle. I think this is the best Math I've seen in...
I agree.
Probably over a decade.
I agree.
I mean, Math was... If Math raps like this every single time, he's unstoppable.
I want to break a narrative, that's out there. They're saying Hollow didn't really show up. He didn't try. No, watching the battle on YouTube, Hollow definitely tried. He gave a great effort.
Yeah, he did.
It's just that Math was on his A game. Only round that I can even say, Hollow may have not been, a high percentage was the 3rd round, ended in 5 minutes, as opposed to 10 to even 15 to go against what Math is saying. It's just that he's playing on defense. You know what I'm saying? Math is on offense. He's not defending anything. He's every round he's attacking. You did this, you did that. Yep. While Hollow is saying, no, because of this, because of that. If you really had a problem, you should address it when it happened. You should have did this and that. This situation, that situation. It was all defense. And in battle rap, gotta do offense.
You gotta do offense.
We want the grittiness. We want the grindiness. We want the F this, F that. It's a great battle.
Great battle. Hollow had some highlight moments in the battle. To me, Hollow did okay, but Hollow didn't do nearly as enough as he should have for what this battle meant. And
what could he have done though?
I mean, it's funny.
Please tell me. Let's talk about that.
Even with Math being as personal and as direct he was, he still had fire punches. Okay. I mean, even the punches were good. Like sometimes you get in these battles where they're so personal, they start to get too personal. And I said this in a prediction. I was a little worried that Math might be too personal, but it was just enough. He would touch it, and then there would be some fire, and then jumping.
It always made sense to a punch. Like I might have to read the bank scheme verbatim. Every sentence had a bar, had it ended, and it meant this, and it meant that, and it meant that, and then you put it together. It's like, oh wow, Math is really writing. You know what I'm saying? Wow, he's doing bar for bar. But honestly, I feel like Hollow has some good stuff too. The first round now. You know what I'm saying? Watching the first 2 rounds, you can probably debate the first round for How to Dime. You want to jump into this? How you want to go?
Listen. First of all, I want to just say, I got to throw this out there. This battle is definitely a microwave stopper, and this is an easy pass expressway to Classic County.
Yes,
this
sir.
is a classic battle. We try not to use that word too often. This battle will stand the test of time. And that's basically what classic means. Can this battle stand the test of time? Can I watch this?
I'm not giving a classic yet.
I think it's a classic.
I'm not giving not yet for me.
Can I go back 10 years later and still get a feel from this battle?
Okay.
Yes. I can go back 10 years from now and say, remember Math and Hollow battle? And they had that. To me, this is a classic. But overall, do you want to dive into the first round?
Hollow. Hollow. You know how I do my punchline. I just do the punchline. You giving out the whole thing.
Sometimes
they saw the battle. I can't rap better than Hollow. I can't rap better than Math. I'm not talking about a blicky pop, a bitty pop, this back. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Get a punchline. So you saw pretty much said, I apologize, Math. I failed you as a gangster.
I had that.
And he said, I changed. She said, we want to know when I changed, huh? Math, I changed.
Yeah.
February 14th.
He had his son.
Valentine's Day. Irony. 2014, that's when he changed. So his life turned around. He went to the Diz, was in the strike zone. You didn't swing. accept your karma. It was a dose of something serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, little itch. You know, that's Math and Iron did it. You know, that's how you've been acting since Diz went in your ish.
Mm-hmm.
So I was getting personal too. The beef's so old it got E. coli.
I love that line. I love that line.
3x10 measurements off, but you've never seen my pen.
Yeah.
So that was fire too.
Yes.
It's how you talk. Hold on. This is how you talk to a has-been. It's getting lonely down there. He's pretty much talking down to Math like
I'll be down there in 5 years.
Exactly.
Bring me something back. Yeah.
Cut Math just to make a science project. That was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Math makes no sense. Like Daylight, me facing Daylight and Spelling Bee, seeing ARP7 deep at Born Legacy.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Yeah, that was funny.
Let me see here. And he said, let me get to personal, like the personal this, personal that. And he said, it's funny you pass razors to Verb and Cal, them the next two niggas that's lined you up. A Verb a nigga, hand ARP his other half. See, Cut Math, hand ARP the other. You know the situation? Iron Solomon, Loaded Lux. Okay. And then the producer scheme was dope. And he said, F you to NYB. And he said, no, I rock with NYB. His new crew was NYBN. Yeah. So that was funny. But that's pretty much what I got.
Yo, amazing job, sir. Okay. I mean, dude, I'm looking at.
I'll let you do the rest of it.
I mean, I got about 11 lines. Yeah. And you probably hit about 9 of them.
You know, I wanted to make sure. This is Math Hoffa, how to die. You know, you got to do super due diligence.
Yeah.
Like I know what time that Math attempted to turn around Hollow. I got all that right here.
Oh, so you I think the one line that I like was guaranteed to get ugly. The law of attraction.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like the Houston right by you, disaster right by you. But overall,
yeah, I like that too.
Overall, you pretty much you talked about the science project. Keep poking at them. The knife obnoxious.
Yeah.
You pretty much hit on everything. To me, this was a dope first round for Hollow.
Very good first round from Hollow.
However, and I'm gonna stress this. However,
here we go.
I still felt that it was beatable by a battle of this magnitude.
I agree.
If the battle didn't have this much, the stakes weren't this high, and the intention wasn't, this would probably be one of Hollow's. Like, oh my God! But because the battle meant so much, I still was left like, okay, Math can win. Math can beat this round. And we jump into Math's round. Math comes out, Rocky with Son, since he ain't followed the creed. The shotgun to his chest, make him hollow for real. Mm-hmm. I want to get one thing clear. Of course, you said you wouldn't battle disaster.
Who he got that from?
Till he shot me to fair. Is this mother effer death?
Can this mother effer here?
He said he wouldn't, and that's exactly why we right here. I thought that was fire.
Of course it does fire.
It was fire.
It
was amazing. The crowd.
West Miles. Get into it. Shout out to Tech 9. At the end of the day, this is still Tech 9. You see what I'm saying?
The crowd started saying it with him. It was fire. It hit. It was perfect.
Yeah.
He had too many sucker moves. I'm uncomfortable. The Disneys didn't Warner Brothers. Now it's FU2. I love the whole Disney. Warner Brothers scheme was dope. Word the Rock knocked the Ouija mustache off you.
Yeah.
He starts talking the Coney Island situation. Splishy splash.
Then the diving.
So yeah, surprised the bitch that did in the Don diving. Come out to the water ride and ended up on a water ride. A1 co-signed with it. Fire bank credit scheme. You got it?
Yeah. This is when I had to get right.
You got it.
You got it. This is when I got to highlight, give Math ultimate praise for. The Banks in fifth. I had street cred. A1. He got co-signed with it. Grind Time went bankrupt. He needed a home. If they wanted to check him on my account, they left him alone. You didn't need APR. For some reason, I thought APR, some ARP is going to flip it this way. But he said, you didn't need APR. My status gave you equity. First smack deposit delinquent scene. He was in debt with me. You withdraw for war, soldier. Now we standing here for closure. Oh, my goodness. Math can write. Math can write.
Oh, my.
Math can write.
Oh, me, oh, my.
Math can write.
That scheme.
Right. Math, you just come prepared for all your battles now. You know what I'm saying? This is why people like me get mad when we give you bad feedback in your future battles. Like he wasn't like that in his past battle. When you cared, you should be caring for all your battles. We're gonna hold you to this high standard. I'm just saying. So if you don't come for heavy half like this, I'm like, yo, oh man, here we go. Then
I'm gonna keep saying I'm okay, but go ahead.
And that's why you gonna dislike me. Oh, I hate Jay Black now. I'm keeping it real with y'all. Benny Hill, you go ahead and finish it up.
Hit your head with the pump, make you Minaj with that.
Yeah.
He started getting real aggressive. Throwing hats. Let's see if you pull another one when I spark your cap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have any more down for Math.
No, I just thought that his closing was beautiful. I said, when you said the Math Hoffa, the Monsters backstretch was dope. The only thing I'm not the Pat Say bar flip when he battled Pat Say, the back. I'm right here. That's Nolan. 2K. That's Nolan. I'm in the ocean backstroking.
Yep.
So that was funny too. But yeah, I thought Math Hoffa won the first round.
I did too. I saw the
slight
edges round.
edge,
Yes, edges round. Like you explained, Hollow first was definitely good.
Yeah.
But I felt Math did a little bit more to secure the first for me. It was a lot of, like the bank scheme, it's a lot of stuff that was good.
And I want to get something clear with the time limits here. We're saying that Hollow went, to the 5-minute mark and Math went 8. I think Math got a little more crowd reaction, but here's the thing. I want them to go. This is a personal battle. I would want you to keep going until somebody cuts you off. I would want you to go 8 minutes. So when I say Math go 8 minutes, that's what I want you to do. Mm-hmm. It's this type of battle. Stretch it, cheat, do something. You know what I mean? So yeah, but Math for the first round. But I think that's where the debate ends. Honestly, the debate ends here.
Yeah, it does.
That's it.
It does.
But you, what you want to do?
The diligence. Hollow rebuttals. The Jackson family. Everyone knows it's fake.
Yeah.
The A sign. The 316 gonna zip you up. Mm-hmm. Fake shot have Math rapping like Conway. Yep.
Conway, yep.
Leave Math stretch with his feet up. It's been a long day. Yeah. So negative. He only develops in a small room. I wasn't disloyal. I outgrew you.
Yeah. Dope approach.
Shiggy, one dance almost cost you $250. The NYB ain't the first time you effed up the pack.
Yep.
Checkpoints. They don't get
spot. You get
They don't get borderlines.
Yeah.
Okay, round from Hollow. I don't know.
The only line that I wrote down that you didn't have, bar for bar, I could play a record like Nardwuar. I thought that was creative. And then he went into the giant part scheme, which he didn't feel like the crowd was rocking with. But I felt like he was setting up to something. Mm-hmm. So that's why the crowd didn't go crazy to stop him. That's a setup to something. But yeah. It's, at this point, you knew he was about to lose this round.
Yeah, it was an okay round. I was expecting a whole lot more.
His first half of the round was pretty good.
Yeah.
But ending it was going down.
It was some filler in a second. I don't know, man. This ain't the Hollow that we've been accustomed to for a decade. I'm going to be totally honest.
I disagree with this narrative.
I wasn't expecting...
I disagree with this narrative.
I wasn't expecting this type of filler. In this type of battle, I'm expecting almost every line to be direct, to connect with something, to have a punch, something. I'm not expecting this period of filler. And to me, Hollow.
So what battle? Let me test you. What battle has he done something different in? When he battled Lux, he was good. He did in and out. When he battled Tay-Rock, he did the same thing. In and out. Arsenal, in and out. I just think this was the worst matchup for him. Roy Jones, Antonio Tarver.
Yeah.
Roy Jones looked flawless. He's dope. He's very good. Antonio Tarver was the bad matchup for him. Twice, even in the rematch.
I think
he shouldn't have taken Math Hoffa. That's what it comes down to. He had the right premonition in the beginning. I will never take Math Hoffa. It's too messy. I feel like Hollow the Don really tried.
So you don't think he threw the match?
I don't think he threw the match. No. After watching it on you, no, I don't think he threw the match. That's my take.
I have no qualms. Math.
The second round for Math Hoffa, he talks about giving. He's pretty much saying, yo, that line that me and you texted back and forth, using Little Lux battle, okay. Mm-hmm. And then he spends, a good portion of his round talking about his sister.
Oh my goodness!
Talking about knocking on his door when he was out of town.
Yeah, so
to talk to us. Yeah, and he smiled while doing everything too. He smiled.
Oh my goodness!
And then I had to look this one up. Body smell like baby breath. I'm like, hold on, what you talking about? Baby breath.
Baby breath smells good.
It's a flower, and it's a scent too.
Oh, it's a scent.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm like, okay, man. Should take my kids like ACS. You talk about obviously Math is something different, but it's champion. Got to paraphrase a little bit. The vaginal walls get wet like Hollow and Coney Island, especially Splash you've heard too. And I think this is pretty dope too. Hollow is a whole with 2 L's. That O-Y-R-W. He's referring to Tay-Rock in the John China Don battle. I thought he beat Tay-Rock. Just saying. He said, I inspiring the youth in jail to lean on me, to lean on you, get them sent back. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
I thought this was dope too. Great writing. ARP, stay out of this. There will be no guarding from Adam this evening.
We know ARP name is Adam.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Snaking your staff is a healing sign. It don't matter how far you fall. It matter how high you bounce. I like that. Then he went into a slogan. I solidify my spot with gorillas. And I'm rock with you niggas. In the beef 130. Then they put 3 to the book in the beast birth. Drop the iron and load the lux and verb this nigga. You know what I mean? It's dope too. You know, I can't rap like man. What else happened here? This is the second round. Okay, this is where we get into it. I'll let you pick up from here.
Yeah.
And so at 48 minutes and 27 seconds, bottom of the second, Hollow's member, his cousin I think, that was in the face-off, could be wrong, attempts to talk to him during Math's raps. Math attempts to reposition Hollow and spin him around. How you feel?
Before I get into that, I want to just give a little bit more credit to some of his lines. The way I'm beating this itch, I can tell you learned a lot from your sister. Very, very, very disrespectful. Yeah. Very disrespectful. Yeah. The twin cannons, squeeze one out the clip to murk this nigga, then drop the iron, pick up the loaded one and verb this. Yeah. I like that line. The bus boy ain't got to clean the counter, talking about countering the punch. Cool. I don't know if you said this, either way after killing it, so I'll be facing murder. I like that line.
I like that, but I didn't like the punch after that. It's like you talking to Murder Mook now, so like really bury him. You know, get your best Murder Mook flip. I don't think that was it.
Okay, and this is where things get.
Yeah, he tried to reposition Hollow.
So I'll break this down because I watch what they have on YouTube is an edited version.
Yeah, they took all the spice.
That's why you gotta buy the pay-per-view. You gotta buy the pay-per-view because you get the raw and uncut.
And you're also supporting the league book bigger matches, you know.
So
they got something in the works, by the way. I'll leave it at that.
YouTube has the edited version, but I actually analyzed the real version. And judging from the footage, Math was upset about the sidebar conversation between Hollow and his cousin.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. What I don't agree with Math is touching
the reposition
Hollow's cousin. I don't. Even that was a little too much with the Hollow thing, but he actually touched Hollow's cousin. Whatever, he touched him. And to me, it was already too much tension, and that could have easily incited a riot, and it did change the complexity of things. There were two wrongs here to me.
Yeah.
We know two wrongs never equal right. Hollow's cousin is very upset, and I'm actually not upset with him that he was upset, because touching someone's entourage is a big no-no. As a battle rapper, touching a battle rapper is already kind of off limits, but to touch the entourage, that's like a big no-no. And I think Math was starting something there. Kudos to Hollow for telling his cousin to just go ahead, get off stage before things went left. Kudos to ARP and Shada for intervening very quickly.
Great job on the security, securing this entire battle. Shout out to Red for that.
Also to D Chambers, if you notice,
and had Ice, then if you'll get into that. Yeah.
If you notice, D Chambers is saying, "Just keep it rap." You be surprised how those little words during a heated incident could kind of defuse the situation. Yeah. He's saying, "Just keep it rap." He's reminding Hollow and Math, "Hey, just keep it rap."
And it's a bag.
Come on. Keep it right. So salute to D Chambers for intervening and just saying those kind words to get things back. I'm just thankful things didn't get out of control, to be totally honest. But overall, I feel like Math kind of incited that situation. Hollow talking to his cousin, should it happen? Probably not. But at the end of the day, that does not give you the right to turn Hollow around and then also touch his cousin. So I'm actually blaming Math for inciting that whole situation.
Okay, so here's a rebuttal for you. At 49 minutes and 26 seconds, his cousin says, "I'm going to smoke you outside." so now where do you go with? I think
that's the two wrongs don't equal right.
Exactly. That's when Math was like, "Nah, get him off the stage, bro." Yeah. You can't say that. Like, I'm gonna smoke you out. This is why Math was like this. Do we got a problem? Play ball. I mean,
you got a problem?
Do we got a hit one?
I was like, what, my cousin? What you mean?
School.
You see that?
Hoffa, monster's back. My spot with gorillas.
Yo,
just make it light of a serious situation.
This is how you know Hollow's cousin wasn't wrong first. If Hollow's cousin was wrong first, ARP would have got him off the stage. ARP must have seen that, okay, he got touched. He had to, because ARP didn't tell Hollow's cousin to get off the stage. Hollow told his cousin, just go ahead and fall back.
But apparently, going up, because we wasn't in the building.
No, we wasn't. I heard it was louder.
Yeah, I heard going up to the ramp or to the stage, his cousin was causing trouble.
Causing trouble, yeah.
Yeah, so, and this same got the face off. It's like, it's a history of things. Just saying.
It's the type of battle. You already know what kind of battle this is.
Yeah.
It's the type of battle.
Let's get back into the raps, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think Math Hoffa goes into the MAGA hat.
I like
then
that.
He says, hatred, hate red,
yeah.
fire. Anything else you got?
Fire second from Math.
Yeah.
Clearly,
battle to me.
Clearly won this round. The battle's pretty much over at this point. Third round, I'll just run through it.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Very quickly.
I mean, I got some stuff,
but before this third even starts, of course, we see when Math has asked Hollow, do you have a problem? Da, 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 da. We just went through all of that. But I think at this point it was very hard for Hollow to focus. He just looked like he just wasn't there. ARP is telling Hollow, don't rush. You're in a rush. Stay with us, because Math is. ARP is reassuring Hollow's safety. And I want to salute ARP for that, letting them know that your safety is paramount. ARP tells Hollow, stay with us. I got you. As long as you stay with us, you're cool. I really thought that was really dope. Reassuring his safety in this situation, letting them know that RBE doesn't stand for violence at any given time during their events. So I think that was very good at RIP. Hollow comes out. He had the rebuttal cousin incident. The ad-libs get me every time. Hollow say, I would rebuttal you around, but I wasn't listening. And some young lady screams, you should have
been listening. She got a crowd reaction.
Yeah, it was very hilarious. Very hilarious. I love when they slide those ad-libs in right at the key moment and you get it, and she got a crazy reaction.
Yeah. But hold on. That's people are saying, that's part of Math's crew. I honestly believe this the same young lady that was messing up Math during the show-off battle. So I think this part is unbiased. The chick is very unbiased. I feel like that's the same. Her voice sounds the same. I feel like that's the same as that chick from Math Hoffa by
the one that drinks.
Of course, she probably drinking. Yeah, she probably drinking. Yeah, just saying. Go back to you saying.
Got banned before the ban. A gangster that sues. Rappers, bunch of rappers. This all rap-ish. Hollow's explaining the situation. This is all a bunch of rap stuff. This ain't really no street stuff or no homie stuff. Bobby doing extra time so Ryder can get a lesser charge. Apes never evolved. Yeah. The tax stone, big check coming with tax return. Yeah. Battle rap is starting to turn into couples therapy. Thought that was dope.
Fire.
4 words, Math never want to hear. I'm in New York.
So I want to know, was there actually a fake disaster in the building?
I think that was planned. That was staged by Hollow, of course.
No one got a picture of that?
I mean, no one's
going to got a picture of
that? This guy came in, he was clearly on time with it, and it was perfect. No fan is going to just get that, right off the bat. I thought that was dope. Math is looking at Hollow when Hollow finishes round. I don't know if you have more for Hollow, but Math.
ARP with the Mook battle, I called Smack first, so he went into that. And Hollow tries to unzip Math Hoffa's LOM gear.
Yeah, you touch me, I touch you.
Yeah, and he pretty much ended it. He said, I'm only going for 5 minutes. That let me know when he lost the round right there.
Yeah, Math is looking at him.
Round.
Math is looking at him like, you serious, bro? You done? Oh, you really is. You really is doing me a favor.
Apparently, he asked for this unlimited round.
Math did?
No, Hollow did.
And then he only went 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yucks.
Apparently, allegedly. I don't know for sure.
Math.
You can go through this one.
Talks loyalty. Talks what he told Hollow as far as advice goes. Yeah. The body literally switched up before the set, your acting clip. Right out of an attic. Knowing you would risk getting drugged if someone passed the script. Crowd chanting 3-0 at this point. Yeah. You said you couldn't talk to me. You lied. Your name's Hollow. You're not supposed to keep nothing inside.
Fire.
Son to come up early. Hollow the Don. Using Hollow, losing track, and not riding along. Talks where his beef with Disaster started. A lot of people didn't know where. Brings the LOM Robin Duck up.
What action showed that you would betray? Go ahead, Robin Duck. At 1 hour and 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah. Are you guilty of embezzlement? And that's when Robin Duck
comes up. Oh, you got the precise time.
Let's be clear with this.
I want to talk to ARP real quick. Robin Duck has glasses. Why are there glasses at an event like this? I just put it out there. RP, you might, yeah. You know, I don't want nobody getting cut, getting hurt. At these type of events, we might want to just go with plastic. But he talks Hollow alleged dirty deeds and schemes. Yeah. Rob ducking them. They're all staring at Hollow
like this.
I mean, he's all up in his face.
Hollow.
I also want to point this out because of course I broke the battle down. I want to salute Hollow's cousin. I want a guy like that on my team. I mean, Hollow's cousin, once he seen Rob and Duck and them get on stage, he appeared back on stage. Yeah, ain't nothing happening to my cousin. Yeah. That guy is a loyal guy. And LOM. And I want that guy. I would love to have a guy like that on my team because this guy was not letting nothing happen to his cousin Hollow. And he was willing to take a Hollow for Hollow. That guy out of nowhere said, y'all. Yo, you got people.
That's what Hollow said is real. That's what Hollow said is real too by his cousin.
Yeah, I like him, man. I like that guy, man. Brings the alleged paperwork out. Hollow turned to Thanos and cleaned out accounts with a snap. Yeah. Of course, he talks the situation about when Rob went to Hollow's crib, supposedly while his baby mom and son was there, and the police was called, making it seem as Hollow had called the police. Very touchy situation. Yeah. I don't even want to talk about that too much.
There's no facts around it.
I don't know what happened. Yeah,
it's his word versus that word. They gotta have a conversation, for the people.
Only working with Zombie because he used to dead niggas. I like that. If you want to make this up to me, give me Disaster's address and tell your sister to come to my house. Yeah, I thought that was dope.
2 things that's impossible.
2 things, it's possible, and it touched back into how he talked about his sister in previous rounds. Yeah. So it kind of all connected. Yeah. Crowd chanting 3-0 at the end. Fire third for Math. Fire battle. Math was on one this battle, and I'll continue to say this. This is the best Math I've ever seen in over a decade. I want to say probably the best Math I've ever seen. Period. Yeah. But I like the T-Rex Math as well.
I like this one better.
Fire battle.
T-Rex Math was came alive in the third.
Fire battle.
It seemed like all of his rounds was a third round. Mm-hmm. So ultimate praise to Matt Hoffa. Yep. I mean, even if you're a Howard fan, only round that you can give up is the first. So you can probably say, Hollow got the first round. But other than that, it's 2-1 or 3-0 to Matt Hoffa. Going to 3-0.
This may be Hollow's worst loss in recent years.
He shouldn't. He was Hollow's a smart guy. He said, "I won't take the match because it'll get too messy." Here we are. It got really messy, and that's what it was.
I don't think the fans have ever seen Hollow lose this bad. Even a John battle with John
There's
winning.
a debate there.
You can debate.
All his battles
have some type of debate. This has no merit for debate at all.
Yeah. Are we gonna leave it there?
Yeah.
Only down before I end it off is I was expecting a handshake at the end, a hug or something like that. Y'all both received bags. It's done. Everything's done. Let's move on. Let's start talking about let's talk about Mook for Math, Surf for Math, things like that. Even maybe Serious for Math. A lot of things for Math. Let's talk about who Math should face next. Let's move on. The battle drop. Let's move on from this Hollow and Math situation. It's done. Because y'all can't battle again. Like, it's not going to happen. So with that being said, champion.
Out the gate, we ain't for no